I'm sure many of you have seen the movie about the beauty agent. They are charming, but they have hidden murderous intent. It can be said that the rose with thorns is the most suitable. But the female agent in front of her is not so good. Today is her first time to carry out the actual mission. Because she was too nervous, Xiaoli didn't even prepare her makeup before leaving. She had already arrived at the hotel door, so she used the simple equipment around her to make a temporary packaging. And after entering the room, Xiaoli's behavior was also very stiff. There was no natural and elegant of a professional agent at all. But although Xiaoli's psychological quality is not very good, her 5G is very strong. She has a graceful body and a sexy outfit. Once she comes down, she will confuse the target. Xiaoli's mission this time is to install an eavesdropper. The superior told her that the hobby of this target is to look straight. He won't really do that kind of thing with her. But because Xiaoli is really too attractive, the target changed the plan. At first glance, the other party is going to play a trap game with herself. Xiaoli, who is at a loss, is directly unhappy. She didn't care that the mission would be destroyed, so she hit the target. But when Xiaoli was about to leave, she found out that the target was her husband, Xiaoxin. Xiaoli was very confused, but she didn't explain it to Xiaoxin. Suddenly, another group of people broke into the room and arrested 2 people. So what the hell is going on? The story began a few days ago. Xiaoxin is a top agent. On the day of receiving the information, the owner of the manor smuggled a batch of nuclear weapons in order to confirm the truth. Xiaoxin was ordered to sneak into the manor to steal the information. Although the guards of the manor are very strict, Xiaoxin still sneaked into the manor. She changed into the suit she had prepared in advance. Xiaoxin became a guest once she shook her body. But in order to avoid revealing her identity, she chose to enter through the back door. One of the people in the back door was a little confused. Why did the people who attended the party show up here? Xiaoxin calmly said, I'm here to check the hygiene. Look at what you've done. What the hell is this? Throw it away and do it again. The chef heard this, and he must be a super guest. He didn't ask about Xiaoxin's identity anymore. As a top agent who has worked for 17 years, Xiaoxin's psychological quality is top-notch. Whenever he meets people, he greets them warmly. After all, everyone is a noble. Even if they don't know who Xiaoxin is, according to the principle of nobility, everyone can only pretend to know. Under the graceful and unruly steps, Xiaoxin quickly sneaked into the target room. But just as Xiaoxin finished memorizing the information she wanted and was about to leave, a guard discovered her behavior. She didn't bring a guard to ask questions, but Xiaoxin asked, Where's the bathroom? I can't hold it in. You have to say, the ability to respond is too strong. Although Xiaoxin is good at acting, a girl, Suehua, still noticed something was wrong. Suehua said, I am familiar with the owner of the manor. I know all of his friends. But why have I never seen you? Xiaoxin replied, I just met the owner of the manor recently. It's normal that you haven't seen me. Her teammates saw Xiaoxin being entangled by Suehua and hurriedly collected her information. With the help of her teammate, Xiaoxin quickly transferred Suehua's attention. Even because she is a tough guy, the two jumped into a pool. After all, who doesn't love a tough guy? When they left, Suehua took out a name card and said, I'm free this Sunday. But when Xiaoxin was about to leave the manor, a guard found a broken ice layer. Under the notice of the guard, the manor was soon alerted. Xiaoxin was stopped by a guard because there was no invitation letter. It seems that a big battle is inevitable in the end. In order to divert attention, Xiaoxin pressed the bomb set in advance and then ran away. The 2 dogs, released by the guard, were soon caught up. But for a tough guy, it was only a matter of time. As for the guards, some drove snowmobiles, some skidded. But after chasing for a while, I found out that they were actually delivering takeout. No, to be precise, they couldn't even deliver takeout. After delivering more than 10 heads in a row, Xiaoxin also successfully reunited with his teammates. After completing the task, Xiaoxin went home. It is worth mentioning that Xiaoxin has no presence in front of his wife and daughter because they don't know the identity of Xiaoxin's agent. They only know that he is a salesman and will be on a business trip for about 7 days a week. Without time to accompany his family, it is natural that his wife and daughter will be angry with him. For example, his wife told him that the underground pipe in his house needed to be repaired, and the cost seems to be a bit expensive. But the repairman said that as long as he can sleep with his wife for 1 night, there will be a discount. Xiaoxin thought his wife was kidding. So he said it's really worth it. It is not difficult to see that Xiaoxin did ignore his family. After coming to the headquarters, they found out through the information they stole last night that the owner of the manor did sell 4 nuclear warheads to the terrorists. And Suehua was the one who helped the owner of the manor to wash the money. In order not to allure the enemy, Xiaoxin decided to continue the investigation with Suehua as the breakthrough. Suehua's company seems to be doing antiques business, but in fact, it is helping terrorists to smuggle all kinds of weapons and ammunition. But because the other party was too cautious, Xiaoxin went around Suehua's company on the pretext of a date. In the end, there was no trace of any smuggling. Even Xiaoxin's identity also caused suspicions of the terrorist leader Wang Mao. When leaving the company, his teammates found out that they were followed by Wang Mao. As we all know, agents can't expose their home location. Otherwise, they may be retaliated. So Xiaoxin entered a mall and put the ready-made cigarette butt camera on the wash basin. Then Xiaoxin began to pretend to go to the bathroom. The terrorist didn't notice that his behavior had been photographed by the camera. So Xiaoxin predicted their attack directly. After killing 2 people, His teammates told Xiaoxin that Wan Mao had also entered the mall with a gun. Although Xiaoxin is a tough guy, he is not afraid of anything. Under Juan Mao's crazy sweeping, he can only repeatedly jump in the bathroom. Seeing Xiaoxin so lively, Wan Mao dare not continue to entangle. In public, he ran out of the mall and grabbed a motorcycle and ran to the market. Xiaoxin grabbed a horse and chased him up. The two of them were in the crowd. You chase me, I dare to rush straight. If Wan Mao rides a motorcycle and only scares passersby a little, Xiaoxin, who followed him, will shock everyone. Then Wan Mao kidnapped a hostage and escaped to the top floor of the hotel. Xiaoxin also took another elevator and followed him up. In order not to be caught, Wan Mao opened the door and flew into the swimming pool of the opposite building. Xiaoxin also wanted to ride a horse and fly with him. But when he saw the height of the horse, he didn't want to risk his life. This young man is too bold. He didn't dare to accompany him. So Wan Mao escaped smoothly. Because of Wan Mao, Xiaoxin broke his promise to his family again. Especially when the mother and daughter prepared a birthday cake for him. Xiaoxin also felt that he was too sorry for his wife. So the next day, he booked a high-end restaurant and planned to give Xiaoli a surprise. But when he came to Xiaoli's company, he found that Xiaoli had scared him first. Yes, Xiaoli had an affair behind his back. At the same time, after Xiaoli learned about this, he comforted Xiaoxin. Welcome to the Green Hat Club. Because Xiaoli, who is also a spy, has been given a green hat by his two wives. Of course, not only him, but also many of his colleagues think that it's good to be single. If there is a need, just go to Red Romance to solve it. After all, they are working for the country. You have to know how to save the family for everyone. Zyla seems to be very open to this kind of thing. But Xiaoxin firmly believes that Xiaoli is not that kind of person. In order to find out the truth, he secretly monitored his wife. As a top agent, it's easy for him to do these things. What positioning tracker, mobile phone monitor, are all clearly arranged for Xiaoli. He thought everything was a beautiful misunderstanding. But as he knew more, Xiaoxin's heart was getting colder and colder. His wife actually had a secret with a man. But when Xiaoxin was about to give up completely, ever heard that the man, Chuan, claimed to be an agent, codenamed Chuan Xinjia. He told Zyala that the two terrorists who died in the bathroom the day before yesterday were killed by him. The reason why Chuan pretended to be an agent was to make Xiaoli worship him. But Xiaoli didn't know that her husband was the real national agent. According to the investigation, Xiaoxin found that Chuan's real identity was a second-hand car salesman. Then he approached Chuan by buying a car. According to the communication, Xiaoxin found that Chuan should like to see the three kingdoms. The idol must be Cao Cao. Because Chuan is a guy who specializes in human trafficking. Chuan also told Xiaoxin that if you want to get someone else's wife, you must first have a cool car. Then show your identity. Human trafficking can be done by hand. Oh, by the way, I'll tell you quietly. I'm looking for a young woman named Xiaoli recently. Her husband is a stupid salesman. He goes on business trips all day. Does Xiaoli look good? At this time, Xiaoxin was about to explode. Both knew that it was not the time to do it. Didn't the other party pretend to be an agent? Xiaoxin decided to do a trick. Sure enough, in order to get Xiaoli, Chuan contacted him again soon. Chuan used an important mission to make Xiaoli pretend to be his wife, and in order to pretend not to show up, the two of them had to simulate some intimate actions. Xiaoli thought it was just a normal intimate behavior, but she didn't refuse. But with Chuan's insolence, Xiaoli kicked him away. Just when Chuan was going to continue to attack, Xiaoxin arrested the two people Chuan peed at that time. He really peed. He was pretending. How did he become a spy? Especially after learning about Xiaoxin's identity, Chuan is even more cowardly, like a grandson. But no matter how you say it, Chuan is not a real spy. After scaring him for a while, Xiaoxin let him go. As for Xiaoli, Xiaoxin used a voice changer to give him a strict interrogation. In the interrogation, Xiaoxin learned that his wife was just deceived by Chuan. The other party, because of Xiaoli's appearance, pretended to be an agent working for the country. He is now alone on an important mission related to the security of the country. And Xiaoli saw that she could also serve the country, and she agreed to Chuan's request for help. Of course, the most important thing is that Xiaoli is tired of the boring days now. She wants to pursue some excitement in her ordinary life, especially the excitement of helping the country. As for cheating, she doesn't even have that idea. Xiaoli said that although her husband is a woodcutter, she still loves him very much. And after understanding the consequences, Xiaoxin also teammate, especially after learning about Xiaoli's idea. Xiaoxin told his wife that Chuan was a bad guy, although you don't know. But in order to atone for your sin, we need you to help us with a mission now. Then there was a scene at the beginning of the video. Xiaoxin pretended to let Xiaoli go to a room to install the eavesdropper. You don't say. When Xiaoli was seduced by a sexy dance, Xiaoxin suddenly found that he was really a little irresponsible in these years. He wanted to give Xiaoli some excitement first and then give her a surprise to tell her that he was an agent, but Xiaoli closed her eyes and beat Xiaoxin at the critical moment. Beat it. Xiaoxin was just about to explain clearly, but he didn't expect that the terrorists followed them. At the moment when he was caught by the terrorists, Xiaoli thought it was caused by her mission failure. So she shouted, "What's the matter? My husband is just a salesman." Xiaoxin shouted to protect. Xiaoli, I'm the one you want to catch. She's just a prostitute, I called. Please let her go. But Xiaoli, who didn't know why, took out a necklace with two people's photos to prove that she was not a prostitute. Xiaoxin was completely speechless. Then the terrorists threatened Xiaoli's name and let Xiaoxin explain. To the United States, the power and model of nuclear warheads. Looking at Xiaoxin's professional explanation, Xiaoli completely understood that her husband was a top agent. She learned that her husband had been playing with her life for 17 years. Xiaoli was so angry that she scolded him because she admires other people's husbands, but she only feels sorry for her husband. But since Xiaoxin has been strong for 17 years, Xiaoli can't just know her identity and she will sacrifice, right? As expected, although she was in the nest of terrorists, Xiaoxin soon found a chance to counterattack. And she thought that taking Xiaoli as a burden would increase many risks. Don't forget that you have a wife at home. Xiaoli wanted to shoot to help Xiaoxin deal with 1 or 2 enemies. She was satisfied, but because of the backseat force, the gun in her hand actually turned on automatic killing mode. After the operation, even Xiaoxin was confused. He even began to suspect that Xiaoli might be a hidden ace. Agent. Of course, this is just a joke. The next battle can only rely on Xiaoxin alone. Using the oil barrels and oil guns nearby, Xiaoxin destroyed the terrorist base in a mess. After seeing the scene, Xiaoli was also angry. She directly took out a rocket gun to attack. At a critical moment, Xiaoxin jumped into the sea nearby and dodged a blow. But Xiaoli, who was secretly watching, was found. She was taken away as a hostage. Because Xiaoli had installed a tracker in her bag before. Not long after, Xiaoxin's teammates also rushed over. In order to save his wife, Xiaoxin directly applied to his superiors for 2 fighter jets. Under the attack of the fighter jet, a car of the enemy was blown upon the spot. Another car wanted to fight back with a rocket gun. But due to unprofessional reasons, a teammate directly damaged the backseat force and killed him on the spot. And the rocket can't hit the fighter jet. Then it's time for the fighter jet to launch missiles. The bridge was destroyed instantly, because there was no time to brake. A few terrorists held the balance of the car and didn't fall down. But they were not happy. A big bird landed on the head of the car and successfully took a few people away. Then the picture came to Xiaoli and Suihua. The 2 women started to fight because they disagreed. The unfortunate driver lay down for no reason in the fight between the 2. And before he died, the driver stepped on the gas pedal hard. If it weren't for the railing next to the bridge, Xiaoli and Suihua were definitely going to go down the sea. But although the car was heading to the place where the bridge was broken, the 2 didn't want to stop the fight at all. In the end, Xiaoli won by 1 point and defeated Suihua. Just as the car was about to enter the sea, Xiaoxin saved Xiaoli from the helicopter. After saving his wife, Xiaoxin was very happy. But he was happy too early. Because his teammates told Xiaoxin that his daughter was kidnapped. He lost his daughter. What's going on? Although Xiaoxin was very depressed, he still hurried to start the fighter jet. Because he hadn't flown for many years, Xiaoxin seemed to be a little hurt. His teammates were also worried. In a building, Xiaoxin's daughter was a hostage. The government sent him a group of professional camera crews. Because his own team was too unprofessional, there was often a problem with half of the recording. His passionate speech was terribly interrupted. And under the recording of the professional camera crew, Xiaoxin finally released a terrifying declaration. But halfway through, he suddenly found that the key to start the fighter jet was missing. Turned out that Xiaoxin's daughter secretly stole the key. Xiaoxin didn't care about the declaration. He just chased him out. And after the threat of the fighter jet and the hostage, the photographer, disguised as a special agent, instantly killed the rest of the terrorists. On the other hand, Xiaoxin's daughter was forced to die. Just when he thought he was going to die, he suddenly found that his father was driving a fighter jet to pick him up. His daughter always thought that her father was just a busy and mediocre salesman. He was not even as good as his motorcycle boyfriend. But until then, he realized that his father was the real tough guy. With the help of his father, his daughter successfully fell on the fighter jet. At this time, Xiaoxin not only had to control the fighter jet, but also save his daughter. He also had to fight with the rolling hair that was sneakily attacked. He also had to fight with the helicopter of the terrorists. He had to conquer his daughter, and his daughter saw that his father was working so hard, so she naturally cooperated with him. She successfully threw the rolling hair on the rocket of the fighter jet. Then Xiaoxin laughed slightly and turned on the launch switch. Then the rolling hair followed the rocket and successfully met his teammate. After this, Xiaoli was worried about Xiaoxin's safety, so he seriously proposed not to let him do this kind of one-man job anymore. Because Xiaoli decided that he also wanted to join the agent organization. If task was to be carried out again in the future, the 2 people had to play with their lives together. I don't know how long it took. Can be seen that Xiaoli did have the potential to be an agent. The 2 people gave each other nicknames, the modern version of the Condor Heroes, and finally the movie ended. If you think the anchor sister said okay, don't forget to help and follow. Okay, thank you for watching. See you next time.